Good morning, sisters. We are back here to continue our morning studies, and today, Monday, we are going to study the lesson that says stewardship. A steward manages another's property. Name some important things over which we are stewards. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1 and 2. Let a man so account of us as of the ministers of Christ and steward of the mysteries of God. Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. So one of the important things over which we are stewards, one of the things is for us to remember to be faithful. In the middle of this text here, I'm going to read the third sentence that says, we need to be kind, generous, have a generous spirit toward the poor, and in a special sense, feel that we are God's stewards. We must hold all we have, property, mental powers, spiritual strength, as not of our own, but only lent to us to advance the cause of Christ in the earth. So we need to remember that all we have, it's not our own, but it's lent to us to advance the cause of Christ in the earth. Where does the Christian steward accumulate wealth? According to chapter 6 of Matthew, verse 19 through 21, it says, Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So where we should accumulate our wealth? According to verse 20, we are supposed to have our treasures in heaven, accumulate our treasures in heaven. It says here, God desires us to choose the heavenly in place of the earthly. The last sentence of this paragraph also says, when the riches that moth devours and rust corrupts shall be swept away, Christ's followers can rejoice in their heavenly treasure, the riches that are imperishable. Question C. How do Christian stewards handle the wealth entrusted to them by their master? We need to remember, according to the book of Chronicles, 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verse 14, it says, All things come of thee, and of thine own have we given thee. We need always to remember that all we have, it comes from the Lord, it comes from Him. He that had pity upon the poor lended to the Lord, and that which He had given will He pay him again. So this is the way the Christian stewards handle the wealth entrusted to them by the Master. He will have pity on the poor. He used to help others to advance the cause of the Master in this earth, and remember always that all that we have, it comes from the Lord. All should feel that they are not proprietors but stewards, and that the time is coming when they must give an account for the use they have made of their Lord's money. So may the Lord help us to be faithful stewards, and remember that everything that we have comes from the Lord, and it's coming a time that we will need to give an account of what we have done with the Lord's money. But may the Lord help us that we can be faithful stewards in the cause of the Lord. Amen.